I wake up to my own voice, echoing from the mirror. I told you to leave me alone, I mutter, pressing my palm flat against its cold surface. Sarah, the glass murmurs back, soft but urgent, like someone breathing in my ear. My heart stutters. I slide off the edge of my bed, blanket pooling around my ankles. Alex, is that you? Silence. I inch toward the mirror, eyes wide. Stop messing with me. The whisper comes again. I saw everything. My pulse thunders. I'm shaking. I stare past my reflection into the dim apartment, searching for a hidden speaker, a prank. But there's nothing. Just me, my clothes. Thrown across the floor, my phone buzzing on the nightstand. Mom always said this mirror was cursed. I swallow hard. Cursed my life, more like. A soft knock. The one knock. My brother Alex. I whirl around, blanket shielding me. Sarah, you okay? His voice cracks in the doorway. I wrap the blanket tighter. Don't come in. He hesitates. You sounded... Never mind. I'm breathing too fast. I step back. It's nothing. He steps forward slowly. Mia called. She's worried. My so-called best friend. I cut in. She's the reason this thing is talking to me now. Alex's brow furrows. What did she do? I turn back to the mirror, voice low. She told everyone my secret. Your secret? His eyes darken. What secret? I grit my teeth. You remember my argument with Mia last night? I confessed something. Something private. I begged her not to tell a soul. Alex crosses his arms. You two fight a lot. Maybe she's just a backstabbing witch. I snap. My voice cracks. The mirror's replaying our conversation. It's showing me her guilt. He steps beside me, peering at my reflection. His eyes flick to the smooth glass. Do you really think it's whispering? I swallow. I know what I heard. He studies the frame. Antique, carved wood with faded runes we never bothered to decode. Grandma left this to you. My chest tightens. Yeah. She said it would keep me safe. I laugh bitterly. Safe from what? He clears his throat. Look, I don't know about curses or whispers, but I do know you're scared. Why don't you call Mia and sort this out? I shake my head. She'll lie. She always lies. I clutch the blanket. I can't trust her. Alex's jaw tightens. Then let me help. Give me her number. I hesitate. Then fumble for my phone. Here. I hand it over. Text her. Meet me at the cafe. Now. He raises an eyebrow. This late? She owes me an explanation. He nods and takes the phone. Fine. But if things get weird, I'm stepping in. I swallow another breath. Promise me you'll stay calm. He cracks a small smile. When have I ever been calm? I grin despite myself. It's a glimpse of normal. Exactly. Alex slips into the hall to make the call. I turn back to the mirror. The glass is still. No whisper. No breath. Just my own reflection staring back. I reach out again. Show me proof. The surface ripples, as if breathing. Then a flash. Me and Mia in my bedroom yesterday. Voices raised. Mia's face twisted. You can't keep this secret forever. My voice, pleading. Please, Mia. This is between us. Her steely whisper. Not anymore. The scene fades into darkness. I stagger back, heart hammering. Alex returns, phone in hand. She'll meet you at our old cafe in 30 minutes. I nod, voice barely above a whisper. Good. Thank you. He offers me a reassuring look. Be careful. I swallow. I will. He hesitates a moment, then adds quietly. And Sarah, don't do anything you'll regret. I force a nod, though my stomach twists at his words. I just need answers. He squeezes my shoulder and leaves me staring at the mirror. Alone. Again. I press my forehead to the glass. My reflection blurs under the faint glow of the city lights behind me. No whisper now, only the steady beat of my own heart. I step back. I switch off the lamp. I grab my coat and keys. Let's see what Mia has to say. I murmur. Then the mirror cracks. Just one spiderweb line. Right where my reflection's eye meets mine. A cold thrill runs through me. I pocket my phone, wrap it, the blanket around my shoulders, and head into the night. My story starts now. I step through the door of the little cafe, and my heart drops into my stomach. The bell above the door jingles, and I hear Mia's voice before I see her. "Mia?" I say, my voice shaking. She looks up from her cup, eyes narrowing. "Sarah." I swallow. "You wanted to meet." She exhales and sets the coffee down. "Yeah, this is ridiculous." I sit opposite her, pulling the blanket tighter around my shoulders. "Then explain why you whispered my secret to half the office." She frowns. "I had no choice." I laugh. A harsh sound. "No choice. You chose to betray me." Her lips twitch. "I wasn't the only one who told them." I blink. "What do you mean?" She leans forward, voice low. "Daniel found out. He threatened me." My nails dig into the table's edge. "Threatened you? Over what?" "I didn't know how else to keep him quiet," she says, glancing around. "He knew about your grandmother's mirror, about the whisper stories." I stare at her. "He knew. How?" Mia looks away. "Someone in the break room mentioned it. He thought it was a gossip story you were chasing." I press my palms flat. "Be serious. You told him my deepest fear." She shrugs. "I warned you that he'd use it against you." I shake my head. "No, you used it against me." Her voice cracks. "He cornered me in the parking lot. He said he'd ruin my career if I didn't give him something." I feel my chest tighten. "Why didn't you come to me?" She meets my stare. "You hate drama." I exhale. "Not like this." The waitress arrives with our coffees. Mia picks at the phone with her finger. I watch her. Finally, she looks up. "I'm sorry, Sarah." I bite my lip. "Sorry isn't enough." She nods, eyes glossy. "I know." I stand. "I need time." Mia watches me crouch to grab my phone from my bag. "Sarah!" I cut her off. "Don't call me." She lets out a soft breath. I walk toward the door. "Why, Mia, why did you do it?" I whisper before I step outside. She barely manages. I was scared. The moment I hit the cold air, her words chase me down the street. My breath plumes in front of me as I hurry away from the warm glow of the cafe's windows. I press my face into the warmth of my coat and step back into the cold night air. The cafe's glow fades behind me, and Mia's last apology echoes. In my head, I replay our conversation over and over. He heard someone talking about it. How did Daniel learn about my grandmother's mirror? And why? My phone vibrates. It's Alex. I stare at the screen, thumb hovering over the green icon. He calls. I answer on the second ring. "Talk to me." I wish I could. My voice catches on the cold. I just found out the person I trusted most lied to me and to herself. There's a pause. "Do you want to go back in?" I look toward the cafe's door, neon sign flickering. "No, I can't face her again tonight." He sighs. "Okay, let me know what you need." I picture his calm face, steady and unshakable. "Just don't give up on me." "I won't," he says. "I'm on my way." I hang up and instinctively tug my scarf tighter. My breath races. The city feels vast and uncaring, like it's conspiring to swallow me whole. I stop beneath a street lamp, its pale light flickering. I lean back against the cold metal pole. "You're letting them win," I murmur to the empty street. "They want me to be paranoid, isolated." I punch my palm. No more hiding. My anger courses through me, hot and fierce. I think of Daniel's smug face, Mia's tear-streaked cheeks, and I want retaliation so badly it hurts. But somewhere beneath the fury is fear. My legs carry me home past closed shops and empty sidewalks. I pass a late-night bakery with flour-dusted windows, then glance at my phone again. No new messages from Mia. Finally, I reach our building and pause in the lobby, keys in hand. The fluorescent lights hum overhead. The hallway smells faintly like bleach and stale carpet. I unlock my door and slip inside, dropping my coat on the nearest chair. My hands still tremble as I stare at the antique mirror in the corner of the living room. Its surface dark in the night. I whisper, "Show me how to fight back." Silence. I cross the room and sit at the little table where I keep notebooks. My phone buzzes again. It's Alex. "I'll meet you there in 10. I type back, "Please." I stare at the mirror for a long moment. My reflection looks tired, hollowed out. I mean to cover it, but I stop. The glass stares back at me with its unblinking gaze. I press my palm flat against the cool wood frame. My reflection blurs, and for a second, I think I see Mia's face instead of my own. I step back, heart pounding. My keys jingle in my hand. Not yet. I whisper to the silent mirror, "I'm not done." I slip on my coat again and grab my phone. My thumb hovers over Mia's name in contacts. My finger swipes down and deletes it without hesitation. I drop my hand to my side and exhale slowly. Tomorrow I'll meet Mr. Gray. Tomorrow I'll make a plan. Tonight, I let the silence sit heavy in the room. A promise that I'm only just beginning. I sit in the plush leather chair across from Mr. Gray's desk, feeling the room tilt beneath me. His office smells like old books and polished wood. He watches me from behind his glasses, calm and unreadable. "Sarah," he says, leaning forward, "you've been through a lot." His voice is quiet, measured. "Tell me exactly what happened." I swallow. "Mia betrayed me. She told Daniel about my grandmother's mirror and my secret." My voice shakes. "Then Daniel blackmailed her." Mr. Gray nods. He steeples his fingers. "And you're here because..." I struggle to focus on his pen, gliding across a notepad. "I want revenge. I want justice. I don't know which one I need more." He sets the notepad aside. "Revenge can consume you. Justice can set you free. Which do you choose?" My heartbeat races. I don't know." He rises and walks behind me. I can hear the creak of the floor. "Sometimes," he says, "you need a clear goal. What outcome do you want?" I stand, pacing the thick carpet. I want them to pay for what they did. I want my life back. "And if they pay," he asks, "what then?" I stop. I imagine Mia's tearful apology, Daniel's rage. "Then maybe I can move on." He nods. "Good. Your goal is justice, not destruction." I sink back into the chair. "How do I get it?" He gestures to a file cabinet. "Legal avenues, documentation, evidence." He opens a drawer and pulls out a folder. "This is a basic guide, but I need to know what you already have." I tuck a strand of hair behind my ear. I have the mirror's whispers recorded on my phone. I have text messages from Mia, and I overheard Daniel making threats. Mr. Gray thumbs through the folder. Digital evidence is helpful, but can be challenged. He taps the folder. "You need corroboration." I lean forward. "Like what?" "A witness." Mr. Gray looks into my eyes. "Someone who saw the threats. Someone who can testify." My mind races. "Lena." She heard Daniel and Mia whispering in the break room. "Lena," I say. "She was there." Mr. Gray nods. "Then you begin by securing her statement. But be careful. Confrontation can backfire." I run a hand through my hair. He watches me whenever I leave the building. I glance toward the window and see a figure across the street, Daniel in a sleek suit, phone at his ear. My pulse spikes. Mr. Gray follows my gaze. "Daniel," he murmurs. "He's bold." I swallow. "He's dangerous." He closes the folder. "You have 2 options. Show him you mean business, or stay in the shadows and gather everything he fears." I rub my palms on my knees. "Which do you recommend?" He pauses. "I recommend a cautious approach. Let him underestimate you, then deliver the knockout." Blow! I feel heat rise in my cheeks. So I record conversations. I collect witness statements. I build my case. He nods. "Exactly. You become the hunter." My stomach flips. "What about my safety?" Mr. Gray leans in. "You won't be alone. I have resources. A private investigator, legal counsel. But you need to commit." I close my eyes. I think of Alex waiting outside. I think of the mirror at home. I think of the fear and anger pulsing through every vein. I breathe. I commit. He smiles gently. "Good. Tomorrow I'll introduce you to my PI. Today, you reach out to Lena." I nod, heart pounding. "I'll text her now." Mr. Gray reaches into his desk and hands me a card. "These are my direct lines. Call if you need anything." I fold the card and tuck it into my pocket. "Thank you." I stand. The leather chair creaks. "One more thing." He looks up. "Yes?" I swallow. "What if they come after me first?" His eyes soften. "Then you call me and we respond." I force a small smile. "I'll do it." I step into the hallway. The receptionist nods at me. Eyes kind but curious. I grip my phone. I see one new message from Lena. "Sure, meet me at lunch." My breath catches. Lena is my key, and with her help, maybe, just maybe, I'll turn the tables. I exit the building, and the afternoon sun blinds me for a second. I blink and see Daniel striding toward me on the sidewalk, phone pressed to his ear. I duck into a side street. My heart hammers. I pull my phone out. "Lena," I whisper. "It's time." I cross the road and blend into the crowd. My reflection in the storefront window shakes like a sign. I press my forehead against the glass. I'm not the same girl who walked in here this morning. I hurry to the cafe near my office. My fingers tremble as I enter, scanning the tables. For Lena. She sits by the window, pale face. "Sarah," she says quietly, standing when I approach. "You look like hell." I manage a half smile. "I'm fine. Thanks for coming." "I need you," I say, voice low. "Will you talk to me honestly about what you heard?" Lena's eyes flick to the window. "I heard Daniel. He was angry." She shivers. "He said he'd ruin anyone who got in his way." I nod. "That's exactly what I need." I glance at my watch. "Get me any details. Time, place, words." "I'll pass everything to Mr. Gray," she exhales. "I'll write it all down after lunch." I raise the mug. "Thank you." We clink coffee cups, and I feel a spark of hope. Later, I slip back onto the street, the weight of my plan settling like armor. My reflection follows me, steady and determined. The decision is made. There's no turning back. I feel fierce. I will prevail. I sit at my kitchen table, hands trembling around a mug of cold coffee. My phone lies before me, its screen locked, on Carla in HR. I close my eyes and remind myself. This is just the first strike. I press call. The line rings twice. Then, "HR department, this is Carla. How can I help you?" "My name is Sarah Hale." I inhale, steadying my voice. "I have information about Daniel Moore's trading activities." Carla's tone sharpens. "Are you an employee?" "I work in marketing. I need to remain anonymous. This is sensitive." Pause. Go on. I lean forward. Last Tuesday, at 6 p.m., Daniel met with Mr. Grant behind the warehouse. He handed him a USB drive. I intercepted emails showing he sold company stock before public announcements. Do you have documentation? Carla's pen scratches on paper. Yes. Emails, timestamps, screenshots. I can send them securely. She hesitates. Ms. Hale, this could destroy his career. Why come forward? I push aside fear. Because it's the right thing, and because he'll target anyone who stays silent. Carla sighs. Understood. We'll open an investigation. I'll assign a case number. You'll receive instructions for anonymous uploads. Thank you. I whisper. Please be discreet. I will. Click. The line goes dead. I stare at the phone, heart pounding. I whisper to the empty room. First strike. Completed. I rise from the table and pace around the room. My reflection shimmers in the window beside me, watching my every step. My fingers drum on the table's edge. Heart racing, mind spinning. I whisper to myself, this is just the start. I stare at the dark city skyline, determined. Later, I sit at my desk and draft a message to the private investigator, Mr. Gray, recommended. My thumbs hover over the keyboard. P.I. James here. I'm Sarah Hale. Just filed an anonymous report with HR. I'll send you documents. I hit send. The reply is almost instant. Received. I'll cross-check trading records and watch Grant's movements. Stay vigilant. I curl into my chair, grateful for an ally. Dinner is cold pizza and a single tear rolling down my cheek. I bite my lip and steel myself. No regrets, I murmur. Before meeting Lena, I reply to Alex's text. I might need you soon. His response. I'm on standby. His support warms me. As I leave my apartment next morning, a neighbor watches curiously. I nod, forcing a smile, then slip out. Later that day, I slip into the break room. Lena sits alone, legs crossed, stirring tea. She looks up, surprised. Sarah, she says, voice small. You wanted to talk? I nod, sliding into the seat across. I need to confirm details for HR. I keep my voice low. Her brow furrows. HR, you reported him. I hold her gaze. Anonymously, I need your version. What you saw between Daniel and Mr. Grant. She swallows, eyes flicking to the door. I wasn't sure I should tell anyone. You can trust me, I say softly. This is about truth. Lena takes a breath. Last Tuesday, Grant pulled Daniel behind the warehouse bay. I was on my way to pick up my badge, and I heard Daniel say, "You better keep this quiet, or I'll ensure you never work in this town again." Her voice shakes. Then they exchanged a small black drive. I press my palm against the table. Anything else? She nods. Grant said, "This is just the beginning." He slipped something under his sleeve. I couldn't see what. I pull a notepad from my bag. Write down the exact time and any words you remember. It helps HR confirm your statement. Her hand trembles as she scribbles. I watch her, grateful for her courage. She finishes, handing the paper to me. Be careful, Sarah. You're stirring a hornet's nest. I fold the note and tuck it into my folder. Thank you, Lena. You've been brave. She stands. I hope it's worth it. I offer a small, sincere smile. It has to be. The break room door clicks behind her. I exhale. Adrenaline coursing. One witness, one piece at a time. I'm building my case. That evening, I return to my apartment, the air tight with anticipation. I rifle through files and emails, preparing screenshots. My phone buzzes. It's a message from Alex. How did it go? I type back. Strike one. Confirmed. Thanks for checking. Then I set the phone aside. I step into the living room and approach. The antique mirror. The glass sits dark, reflecting the streetlights behind me. I place the folder at its base. Show me the next move, I whisper. The surface ripples like water. A soft voice echoes. Look deeper. My breath catches. I slide forward and touch the glass. A hidden panel clicks, and a folded scrap of paper tumbles onto the floor. I pick it up with shaking fingers. The handwriting is small and familiar. You're stronger than you know, but beware who you trust. Signed simply, M. I gasp, pressing the paper to my chest. Memories of Mia flood back. Her eyes, tears, that panicked voice. I stare at the mirror. Why did you leave this? A whisper, so faint I lean in. Forgive me, tears stinging. I shove the note into my pocket. The mirror goes still, cold. As before, I sit on the floor, back against the wall, and exhale. My chest feels tight, as if I've run a marathon. I murmur to the silent glass, I'll get justice, and I'll survive this. I check my watch, midnight. Time to rest, then strike again. The first strike was just the beginning, and now, with clarity and fire, I prepare for whatever comes next. I sit in my car across the street from Daniel's downtown office. Watching him storm out onto the sidewalk, my chest tightens. He is unrecognizable. Face pale, eyes wild. He slams his phone into his pocket and glares at the sky. I log the time. In my notes, 5:45 p.m., Thursday. Perfect. He strides toward a black SUV. I whisper, there you are. I start recording on my phone, hands trembling. His voice echoes as he shouts into the phone, you think you can ruin me? I own half this building. He paces, fists clenched. No one crosses Daniel Moore and lives. A passerby glances at me. I freeze but keep the camera trained. Daniel rips off his suit jacket and flings it over the hood. His rage is a storm, on its own. I speedwalk to the building's entrance. Security cameras line the hallway. I slip inside and blend with the after-work crowd. I hear footsteps behind me. Guard? I quicken my pace. At the elevator bank, I duck into the stairwell. My phone records every echo. In the stairwell, footsteps pound above me, then fade. I lean against the wall, heart hammering. I whisper, got enough. I open the file app and tag the clip. Daniel Fury, 5:45. My folder grows heavier with evidence. Later, I meet Alex at a quiet park bench under a street lamp. He's reading the clip details on my phone. This is gold, he says softly. I close the phone. He threatened everyone who got in his way. My voice lands like a stone. We need more. He frowns. Are you sure you want to press harder? He's unstable. He tucks his arm through mine. Come on, let's take a break. I pull away. I can't stop now. My gaze snaps to the dark windows of an abandoned warehouse down the road. I need to confront him next. Alex shakes his head. Not like this. Let me help you plan. I step back, frustrated. Plan? Every second counts. He sighs. You're risking everything. He places his hand on mine. Don't lose yourself, Sarah. Tears sting my eyes. I won't. I pull my hand, free. Just tell me where Detective Carter stands. He glances around. Carter's working the insider tip. She's tentatively pursuing it. But you need to meet her in person. I nod. Good. I'll talk to her tomorrow. I exit the break room, breathing hard. Outside the building, the city hums with evening traffic. I pause under a neon sign, blinking, open. My reflection, caught in the glass door, looks like a stranger. Eyes hungry, jaw set. I gather my folder and step into the night air. The wind slams against me, as if trying to push me back inside. Instead, I lean into it, shoulders squared. This is my moment, I tell myself. I dial Alex and say, meet me at the precinct. My voice is firm. We move at dawn. We drive in silence to the precinct. Lights flashing past. Inside, the hallway smells of coffee and stale air. I follow Carter through maze-like corridors. She pauses at a locked door. Sensitive case, she whispers, tapping the badge. The interrogation room glows coldly. Steel table, 2 chairs, a one-way mirror. Carter gestures for me to sit. This will be your sworn statement. I place both hands on the table. I'm ready. She sets a recorder between us and flips it on. State your name and the facts. You have recorded. I speak clearly. I'm Sarah Hale. My voice echoes. I feel an electric charge as I recount every detail. Daniel's threats behind the warehouse. His phone tirade across the street. Mia's note in the mirror. I pause, remembering the paper. You're stronger than you know. I add, I also have a witness, Lena, who overheard threats. Carter nods. Good. We'll summon her. For testimony. She stops the recorder. We'll move quickly before he covers his tracks. Afterward, Carter presses a folder into my hand. Here are emergency contacts. We've assigned Officer Ruiz to stay near you. I swallow. Thanks, you. As I leave the precinct, sky overhead crackles with distant thunder. I text Mr. Gray. Carter has it. Ready for next. Almost instantly, his reply. Good. Keep me posted. Alex meets me at the entrance. His face is drawn. How bad? He asks. Bad, but under control. I slip the precinct folder into my purse. They'll move fast. He takes my hand. Let's get out of here. We step into the rain-slicked street. Drops hit my cheeks like tears. I hug my coat tighter around me. It's raining, I murmur. Alex sweeps me under an awning. Come on, let's head home. I nod, the adrenaline pumping still. I catch my reflection in a storefront window. Eyes bright, determined. The storm I've summoned outside mirrors the one in my soul. I climb into the car. Alex starts the engine. Rest. We'll plan tomorrow. I close my eyes. The streetlights blur. I whisper. Tomorrow I'm ready. Silence settles over us. The night waits for no one. I storm into the dim hallway outside the break room. Phone pressed to my ear. Lena's number burns on the screen. I punch the end call button and take a breath, trying to steady my pulse. She's here, I murmur, to myself. Lena stood outside this bar 10 minutes ago. I can feel her fear in my bones. I push open the heavy door and squint against the low light. The bar is nearly empty. 2 shadows hunched at the counter. I slip past them. Heart hammering. I spot a door marked staff only and knock once. Who is it? A muffled voice calls. It's me, Sarah, I say. Open up. The door creaks, and I step into a back room. Mia stands against a stained wall, clutching her purse. She looks at me with wide eyes. Sarah, she whispers. What are you doing here? I cross my arms. You know what I'm doing here. My voice echoes. Mia bites her lip. I didn't expect you would confront me so fast. I lean closer. Then you don't know me at all, she swallows. Please, just hear me out. I shake my head. No more excuses. Tell me why you betrayed me. Mia's shoulders slump. She takes a shaky breath. I had to protect myself. Protect yourself from what? I demand. Her voice trembles. Daniel. He found out about your mirror secret. He blackmailed me. I narrow my eyes. Daniel blackmailed you to betray me. She nods. Tears fill her eyes. He said he would destroy my career, ruin my reputation. I feel a shock ripple through me. He said that. Did you have proof? Mia eyes the floor. He showed me messages on his phone. Screenshots of my emails threatening him if he didn't help. I pace. So you gave him my secret in exchange for his silence. She forces a nod. Yes. I was terrified. I stare at her. You were terrified, but you still chose to break my trust. Mia's tears spill over. I'm sorry, Sarah. I didn't know who else to turn to. I step back, hands trembling. You turned to the enemy. Mia's voice breaks. I know, and I regret it every day. I glare at her. Regret isn't enough. She reaches out, voice urgent. I left you a note, remember? In the mirror. Her words hit me like a punch. I reach into my jacket and pull out the folded scrap of paper. This note, she nods. I wrote it the night Daniel cornered me. I hid it in the frame because I knew I had to tell you eventually. I unfold the paper and read her words. Forgive me. I had no choice. My breath catches. Mia watches me. I wanted to explain, to fix it, but I couldn't face you. I press my palm to the wall. My vision blurs. You could have come. To me. We were friends. She slips to her knees. We are friends. I panicked. I betrayed my best friend. Silence stretches. I grip the note. Memories of our laughter, our promises. The night we argued replay in my mind. I whisper. What? Else didn't you tell me? Mia swallows hard. I'm more sorry than I can say. I crouch beside her. The raw honesty in her voice cuts deeper than any betrayal. Tell me everything. She takes a steadying breath. Daniel and I met here last week. He threatened me again. Said if I didn't deliver the secret, he'd make sure I'd never work in this industry. I run a hand through my hair. And you took the easy way out. Mia winces. It felt like the only way. I sit across from her and unfold. The rest of the note, another line appears. You deserve the truth, not my lies. Mia sniffles. I hid more from you. I raise an eyebrow. Like what? She looks away. Daniel paid me, not just with threats. He offered me money. I was drowning in debt. Eyes blink. Money, debt, she nods. My student loans, my rent. I was desperate. I feel a flicker of understanding. Why didn't you tell me you were in trouble? Her eyes well again. I was embarrassed, and I thought I could handle it. I lean back, absorbing her confession. So you sold my trust for cash and silence, she sobs. I sold our friendship. I press my lips together. The silence is heavy as the bar's stale air. Then I speak, voice low. I need to know one thing. Do you still care about me? Mia looks up, voice trembling. Every day. I hate what I did. I stare at her, searching. Finally, I stand and walk to the door. Mia stands hopeful. Sarah. I pause in the doorway. I need time. I need to process all of this. She nods. I understand. I turn and step into the hallway. My heart aches, torn between loyalty and betrayal. The mirror whisper echoes in my mind. Trust. No one. I grip the note and whisper to the empty corridor. Maybe not, but I have to start now. I press my palm to the cool wall, steadying myself. My journey has changed. The hidden truths have shifted the battlefield. I step into the faint light beyond the bar, resolve hardening in my chest. Now I pull out my phone and text Mr. Gray. Got everything from Mia. Next step. He replies instantly. Meet me tomorrow. We move at dawn. I pocket the phone, shoulders squared, and walk away into the night. I flip the lock on my apartment door and press the buzzer. Mia and Daniel stand on the other side, tension crackling between them like electricity. Come in, I say, voice steady. We need to talk. They enter the living room, eyes darting. I close the door and lead them to the sofa. Have a seat, I say calmly, motioning. I drop a folder on the coffee table. I recorded everything. Daniel narrows his eyes. What recordings? I sit opposite them. Your threats, Daniel. Mia's confessions. I tap the folder. I want to clear the air. Mia's breath hitches. Daniel scoffs. You think you can blackmail me now? I stare at him. No, I think I have justice. Mia's voice trembles. Sarah, I raise a hand. Let me play it. I pull out my phone and tap my playlist. The recording of Daniel's voice fills the room. If you breathe a word, I'll bury you. His own words echo back. Daniel's face drains. I stop the playback and let the silence sit. Hard to deny now, isn't it? He runs a hand through his hair. That's edited. You can splice anything. I nod. Which is why I have the unedited timestamps. I hand the folder to Mia. Read aloud. Mia's hands shake as she opens the folder. She clears her throat. May 21st, 6 p.m. Behind the warehouse. She recites details as I watch Daniel's jaw clench. When she finishes, I say, I also have Lena's testimony and HR's inquiry. So, Daniel, Mia, you both have choices. I lean forward. Confess and seek leniency, or face the consequences. Daniel leaps up. You think you can threaten me with my own crimes? I stand. No threats. Facts. I point to the mirror on the wall. Even this mirror whispered your guilt to me. Daniel glares. Mia flinches. I continue. I trusted you both once. I'm past trust now. I want resolution. Mia's voice cracks. I'll tell the truth. Daniel rubs his temples. What do you want, Sarah? I breathe. I want an apology, a public admission, and your resignation from the company. He scoffs. And if I refuse? I smile. Then I hand everything to Detective Carter. Daniel's face pales. Fine. He slumps. I resign. Mia rushes forward. Sarah, thank you. I hold up a hand. We're not done. I look at Daniel. Your apology. He exhales. I'm sorry, Sarah. I was wrong to threaten and betray you. I nod. Good. I turn to Mia. Your apology. Mia steps forward. I'm sorry, Sarah. I failed you. I exhale and step back. Justice isn't vengeance. It's balance. Daniel and Mia exchange a look. I say quietly, this is closure. The mirror catches the edge of my eye. Its glass reflects all three of us. Broken, raw, real. I finally stand and take a breath. Now speak honestly. How do you feel? Daniel scoffs. But I hold his gaze. Fine. Mia first. She bows her head. I feel ashamed. You believed in me. I betrayed that belief. Her voice cracks. Daniel watches her, frown softening. I nod. And you, Daniel? He rubs the back of his neck. I feel regret. I never thought you'd fight back so hard. I meet his eyes. I fought for justice, not vengeance. Daniel's shoulders slump. I understand. He glances at Mia. I'm sorry. Mia steps forward. Tell her what you whispered. Daniel pales. I hold up my phone. I recorded it. He exhales. Yes, I threatened you. I was desperate. I continue. I have proof of your fraud and Mia's involvement. Daniel clenches his fist, then relaxes. I did wrong to both of you. Mia shakes her head. Daniel, don't shield me. He steps closer. I'll plead guilty and return. Stolen assets. I nod. Good. Silence. The mirror catches my eye. It stays dark. Mia steps forward. I'll draft the apology. Post it. I smile. Thank you. Daniel adds, I'll resign and cooperate with Carter. A weary relief washes over me. Then we're done. Mia's voice small. Are we okay? I inhale. We start over differently. Darkness falls. I hear the lock click. I sink into the armchair and stare at the mirror. Balance, I whisper. Glass shimmers. I close my eyes. Power with mercy is strength. My reflection nods back. My spirit feels unbreakable. My heart pounds as I stand in my apartment, holding the recordings and documents. Alex stands behind me, tense. The doorbell rings. I take a deep breath. Detective Carter, I call as I open the door. She steps in, badge in hand, followed by Officer Ruiz. Ms. Hale, you asked for backup. I motion them inside. Yes, thank you for coming so quickly. I lead them to the living room, where Mia and Daniel sit, faces pale. Carter glances at the folder in my hand. Is this everything? I hand her the files. Recordings, timestamps, witness statements. Ruiz sets up a tripod with a camera. We'll record this officially. Carter nods. Good. Ms. Grant, Mr. Moore, you are here to provide statements. She looks at Daniel first. Mr. Moore, stand please. He stands slowly, suit rumpled. His eyes lock on mine. I haven't done anything illegal, he says, voice low. I swallow. You threatened me. You blackmailed Mia. You traded insider info. Carter raises a hand. Mr. Moore, you will have your turn. She turns to Mia. Ms. Grant, tell us what happened, in your own words. Mia's voice trembles. Daniel discovered Sarah's mirror secret. He threatened me, said he'd ruin my career if I didn't reveal it. Her eyes fill with tears. I gave him what he wanted. Carter nods, taking notes. Thank you. Now, Mr. Moore, how do you respond? Daniel's jaw tightens. It's true I wanted her quiet, but I never meant to hurt her. He breathes hard. I was angry. Carter's pen scratches. Anger is not a legal defense. She looks at Ruiz. Proceed with reading charges. Ruiz steps forward. Daniel Moore, you are under arrest for blackmail, fraud, and intimidation. Charges according to statute 152.4. You have the right to remain silent. Daniel's lips turn white. He closes his eyes. Sarah. Carter watches him cuffed. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Ruiz snaps the cuffs and guides Daniel toward the door. Daniel glances back. You'll regret this, Sarah. I hold my ground. You did this to yourself. Ruiz leads him out, Carter following. Mia stands, shaking. Alex rushes forward. Mia. Alex says gently. Are you okay? She nods, wiping tears. I'm so sorry. Alex turns to me. Sarah, you okay? I brush a hand through my hair. I'm relieved. Carter re-enters alone. She hands me a card. Keep this. A detective will oversee the case. You'll need to provide final statements. I take it. Thank you. She studies the room. Are you safe here? I stare at the mirror across the room. It's still as glass. I approach it slowly. Yes, I think so. Carter nods. Good. If anything changes, call me. She heads for the door. Before she leaves, she pauses. Well done, Sarah. Then she's gone. Then she exits, and Ruiz follows without a word. My legs feel weak as I collapse onto the couch. Adrenaline, draining. I rub my temples, recalling every threat, every betrayal. The room feels empty without their presence. I glance at the evidence on the table, my lifeline. I whisper to myself, I earned this peace. Then the mirror catches my eye. Silent and still, I move toward it, reaching out. My fingertips brush the glass, and I feel a warmth, as if it's acknowledging my triumph. I step back with a deep breath, knowing courage lies ahead. Alex stands and offers me his hand. I take it and rise. Together, we walk to the window. I rest, my forehead against the glass, and whisper, It's over. Alex wraps an arm around me. It's just the beginning. I pull back and look at my own reflection, framed by the darkened room. I say aloud, I choose me. The mirror remains silent, but the glass feels warm under my touch. I turn away and flip the lights off. In the darkness, I hear my own steady breathing. I slip into bed, exhaustion crushing me, but sleep does not come. Instead, I think of the future. Clean slate, open pages. I rise and sit at my desk, opening a blank journal. I dip my pen in ink and write, Chapter 1. I survived. Hand moves across the page with purpose. At dawn, my story will continue. No whispers, no shadows, only truth, and hope truly blooms now brightly. I stand in the back row of the courthouse, my hands clenched around the wooden bench in front of me. The room is hushed, the air heavy with anticipation. I glance at Alex beside me. He gives me a small nod. Detective Carter sits further up, watching. The judge's gavel falls. Court is now in session for the matter of state versus Moore and Grant. Sarah Hale, you may take the stand. I rise, heart hammering, and step to the witness box. I turn to face the gallery and see Mia and Daniel, once my friends, behind. The glass divider, their faces pale. My throat feels dry. The bailiff hands me the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I place my hand on the book. I do. The prosecutor, Ms. Lang, stands, smoothing her skirt. Ms. Hale, how do you know the defendants? I take a breath. Mia Grant was my best friend. Daniel Moore was a colleague, someone I trusted. My voice trembles, but holds steady. Ms. Lang nods. Please describe the events that led you here. She signals to the court reporter. I glance at the defense table, where Daniel's attorney, Mr. Fraser, watches with cold eyes. I draw in air. It began when a mirror in my apartment started whispering my grandmother's secret. I confided that secret to Mia. She betrayed me. Daniel used it to blackmail her and attempted to ruin my career. Ms. Lang flips through her notes. Can you provide evidence of those claims? I hold up my phone. Yes. Recorded conversations, witness testimonies, emails. I pass exhibits to the bailiff. Here are the recordings and printed messages. Ms. Lang presents the recordings through the courtroom speaker. Daniel's threat rings clear. I'll bury you. The gallery murmurs. Daniel's face turns ashen. Ms. Lang turns back. Ms. Hale, did you feel threatened? I pause. Terrified. My voice cracks, then steadies. Every day I feared for my safety, my reputation. The defense attorney stands. Ms. Hale, isn't it true you orchestrated this out of spite? You had motive to humiliate Mr. Moore. I meet his gaze. Because he threatened me. I had to protect myself and seek justice. He nods. But you recorded private conversations without consent. Isn't that illegal? I swallow. Under extraordinary circumstances, it was necessary to prevent further harm. A hush falls. The judge leans forward. Ms. Hale's recording was critical evidence. Proceed. Mr. Fraser sinks back. The prosecutor continues. Do you stand by every statement you have made during this trial? I exhale. Every word. Ms. Lang steps aside. No further questions. The defense attorney shakes his head. Your Honor, the defense rests. A motion is passed. The courtroom empties. Later, the judge calls us back. I return to the box. The room is silent. The judge's voice cuts through. Daniel Moore and Mia Grant are hereby found guilty on charges of blackmail and fraud. He raps his gavel. Sentencing will follow after a short recess. My legs feel weak. Alex catches my eye. He smiles. I step down. Daniel's shoulders slump. Mia's hand reaches for mine behind the glass. I close my eyes. The mirror's whisper from months ago echoes, "Trust no one." I think of the journey, betrayal, revenge, justice. In recess, Carter approaches me. "You did amazing." She hands me a small card. "Support services. You might need it." I nod, clutching the card. "Thank you." Alex wraps me in a hug. I'm proud. I exhale, letting tears fall. It's over. The recess ends, and we return. I step into the box again. The judge pronounces sentence. Daniel Moore, 24 months in state prison. Mia Grant, probation and community service. He looks at me. "Ms. Hale, you are free to go." A wave of relief floods me. I gather my coat. Daniel and Mia exchange a glance. Her eyes ache with regret. Outside, the courthouse steps glisten under the noon sun. Alex takes my hand. I turn back once and see the building's facade. Then we walk away. Outside, the sun warms my face. I inhale deeply. Alex rests a hand on my shoulder. "We should go home," I nod. "Let's." We weave through the throng until we reach the car. I sink into the seat, exhaustion hitting me in waves. "Do you regret anything?" Alex asks, softly as he starts the engine. I look at the courthouse shrinking behind us. "No, I did what I had to." My voice is steady. I found my voice. The car glides through the city. Lights and billboards blur past. I close my eyes and feel the tension ebb. Back at the apartment, I hang my coat and sit at the window. The phone pings. A message. From Carter. "Good job today. Call if you need anything." I type back. "Thank you. I'll be okay." My gaze drifts to the mirror across the room. Once it whispered lies and secrets. Now it is silent, just glass. I rise and approach it. "Thank you for keeping me safe," I whisper. My reflection smiles back, stronger than before. I turn to Alex in the doorway. "Are you ready for dinner?" He grins. "Only if it's not takeout." I laugh. "Let's try cooking." He reaches for me. It's a date. I rest my hand on his chest. A good tomorrow awaits us. I glance back at the mirror one last time. No whispers, only truth, and I am free. Tomorrow beckons with open possibilities. Always. I wake to pale dawn light filtering through my curtains. My entire body aches from yesterday's trial, but my heart feels strangely light. I sit up, fingers grazing the quilt beneath me. The apartment is quiet. No mirror whispers, no pounding guilt, just the soft hum of city life beyond the windows. "Alex," I call, voice thick with sleep. He appears in the doorway, holding 2 mugs of tea. The steam curls between us. "Morning," he says softly. He hands me a mug. "You look tired." I take a sip, warmth easing the tight knot in my chest. "I feel free," I whisper. He nods, his eyes gentle. "You earned that freedom." I rise and follow him into the living room. I pause before the mirror. Its glass is slate grey in the half-light. I keep my hand at my side. "This is the moment," I say, voice low, "when I decide who I am." Alex crosses beside me and rests his hand on my back. "Whatever you choose, I'm with you." I turn to face him, tears pooling. "Thank you." I swallow and step closer to the mirror. I forgive myself. The glass remains silent, yet I sense a shift. A gentle approval. I place my palm on the surface. My reflection meets mine, steady and unwavering. "So this is it," I murmur. "No more shadows." Alex moves to my side. "No more." We share a quiet moment, 2 figures against the glass. I feel the weight of the past lift. Later, at the little cafe where Mia and I once met, I sit with my journal open. Alex sketches. On a napkin, I write the first lines of my new story. Each word feels like a declaration. I am more than my betrayal. I am more than my revenge. I am my own author now. A barista brings our coffees and smiles. The simple normalcy of it fills me with hope. You're writing something big? Alex asks. I nod. My truth. The story that kept me alive. He reaches across the table. I can't wait to read it. I laugh softly. You'll have the first copy. We sip our coffees as morning light floods the windows. I glance at the empty chair across from me, once Mia's spot, and feel no bitterness, only peace. That afternoon, I meet Detective Carter at her precinct. She hands me a folder. Your final case file, your statements, witness transcripts, sentencing, details. Everything is closed. She studies me. How does it feel? I tuck a strand of hair behind my ear. Like a chapter ending. I smile. And a new one beginning. She nods approvingly. Then go write that new chapter. Walking home, I pause at a storefront window. My reflection looks back, confident, calm. I offer it a small wave and walk on without looking back. That evening, Alex and I cook dinner together. We chop vegetables, stir sauces, and laugh at burnt spices. The kitchen warms with sizzle and spice. When we sit to eat, our conversation drifts from legal strategies to travel plans. I mention the seaside. You remember that cottage Mom loved? He smiles and nods. Let's go, he says. After dinner, we settle on the sofa. I lean against him and close my eyes. The city lights glow through the window. I feel safe, loved, ready. At midnight, I slip into the hallway and flip on the hall light. I stand before the mirror one last time. I draw a deep breath. Thank you, I whisper. The glass remains still, reflecting only me, strong, whole, free. I turn off the light and pad back to bed. Alex beside me. I slip under the covers and close my eyes. For the first time in months, I sleep and dream of nothing but possibilities. And when I wake again, I rise with the sun, ready to embrace the story that is truly mine.